how many layers does the surgeon cut or tear through when it comes to your surgery? When a woman coughs, sneezes, or laughs post-cesarean those first few weeks, it can feel like your stomach's gonna explode. Do they suture all the layers back together again? Okay, so what is the most common mistake that women make when it comes to their Caesarean recovery? Any ideas? Hello amazing ladies and welcome. My name is Naomi and I'm from the Birthmark Sisterhood. In today's session we will be talking about what happens to our bodies during a Caesarean birth. Knowledge is power, because when we understand what has happened or going to happen to our bodies, we can better prepare ourselves and make wiser choices when it comes to our recovery. So let's get started. Caesarean birth is major abdominal surgery. Now the question to you would be, do you think that your abdominal muscles are cut during a Caesarean birth? Any thoughts? The answer is no, they are not. If they had to cut through your rectus abdominis, your six-pack muscles or your external obliques, etc., then the healing time frame would be a lot longer. They've also found it's a lot more painful for the woman. So what they've found instead is that they go through your linea alba. Now your linea alba is the connective tissue that runs down the center of your abdominal wall that joins your left and your right side of your six-pack muscles, your rectus abdominis and your external obliques, and it runs down the center. Now by going through that, there are some great benefits for your rehabilitation, which we'll learn about shortly. So how many layers does a surgeon cut or tear through during a Caesarean? The answer is 6 to 7, and there's a reason for the discrepancy, which we'll get to in a moment. Firstly, we've got the skin layer, a horizontal line that will go through your bikini line. Again, they've noticed that this is a way that the body's able to heal faster. And again, in certain situations, they will need to do vertical, but in this case, we're talking about the horizontal bikini cut line, 10 centimeter line through your skin. They then go through your subcutaneous fat. After that, they go again a horizontal line through your fascia. Now your fascia is this white connective tissue that runs all over your abdominal wall, and it's very thin, so they very carefully make an incision, horizontal incision. And the goal is, what they want to do is they want to be able to see where the linea alba is, okay? So they're looking for the linea alba. And what's special about this is that they don't actually cut, they don't make an incision, a cut. With their instrument, they tear it. So they come fingers on each side, and then they will tear it apart. And again, there's reasons for that, which we'll get to in a moment. But once they've gone through there, they'll then make an incision, again vertically through your peritoneum. Once they've gone through that, they will be pushing your bladder out of the way to make sure it doesn't get damaged. And then they will make again a horizontal line through your uterus. Now here's where the discrepancy comes in with 6 or 7. If your waters have not broken by the time they have the Caesarean, they will need to go through your amniotic sac. However, if your waters have already broken, this layer will not be there, and they will get to your beautiful bubba. Now they will carefully bring baby through each of these layers to be able to safely deliver the bubba into this world, all through all 6 layers, all the way through until Bubs has been welcomed into this world. Incredible, right? Absolutely amazing. Now for many women, they're thinking in the early weeks of recovery, in those first couple of weeks, they can be in a lot of pain post-Caesarean, which they're needing to manage. And one of the things that can be quite common in discussion is when a woman coughs, sneezes, or laughs post-Caesarean those first few weeks, it can feel like your stomach's gonna explode. Now I wanted to give you some peace of mind, because a question would be, well, is it possible? is it going to actually reopen again? And secondly, do they suture all the layers back together again? So let me explain. They do suture all the layers back together again, except, once again, that very special layer, the linea alba. Now we talked about them tearing it instead of cutting it with a knife, because the reason for that is they find it heals better. Naturally it will come back together with less buckling, there's less scar tissue, again less pain. So I'm so grateful for the advancements of Caesarean, where they're able to find better ways of making this surgery safer and helping the body to heal better. So very grateful for that. So the next question is, well, how long does it take for all of these layers to heal? And the answer is 6 to 8 weeks. Again, we have an incredible healing machine of our body, but everyone's body heals differently at different rates. So things we want to think about is the incision healing timeline. Firstly, you've got the skin layer. Okay, now the skin layer, the outside layer, that's going to take 10 to 14 days to heal. You'll notice this layer is healed a lot faster than those rest of the layers that still need to be healed. The 6 to 8 weeks for the rest of them. The other part to think about is when it comes to the incision and the other incisions that are healing, one thing with the linea alba, again, very special part, is by 6 weeks, it's only at 50% tensile strength. So its ability to function and work with the contractions that are happening with the abdominals, only 50%, which means that your body has a lot more rehab that needs to go through before it is actually strong again. And the other thing that's interesting is that by 12 months, it's only at 80% strength. That's incredible to think, oh, okay, my body still has that rehab, it still has that healing to go. And what research has shown is that it will never get more than 80% of its tensile strength back, of its original strength. Again, it doesn't mean that you're going to be weak. It just means that it won't get to the same consistency as it did before. The third phase that we need to understand is remodeling of the scar. So when we have trauma that's happened, like an incision, a cut, what happens is our body lays down these collagen haphazardly and it goes all over the place and it's not very organized. Now, collagen is very straight lined and organized usually, but in this healing process, the initial, it's very haphazard. Now, from 3 weeks, what the body does is it starts to relay these beautiful, nice, strong, straight, very highly organized collagen fibers that enable our body to be stronger and be able to move and function well. Now, the keys to that is scar massages, helping this process along, helping it to move in the right direction. I really hope you will check out our scar massage series with Deanne Bell, our scar massage therapist. Okay, so what is the most common mistake that women make when it comes to their Caesarean recovery? Any ideas? They do too much too soon. I don't know about you, but I like to get in there and get things done. And it can be hard. That was probably the hardest part of my recovery, was slowing down and being willing to limit myself in what I did so that I could heal well. So one thing to consider is that if this layer here, the 10 to 14 days it takes for it to heal, and the woman looks at it and goes, I'm good, I'm healed, and they measure the rate of healing of their entire 6 layers by the outward alone, then there's going to be problems. Complications can come from that, incisions reopening at parts, infection, and we don't want to do that. We want to allow our bodies time to heal. So by doing too much too soon, whenever you have a trauma, a cut in the body, what happens is the body pumps in that collagen to heal it. But then if you put more pressure on that incision, the body goes, oh, we need to strengthen that again, and pumps more collagen into that area. So it's really important that we need to honor the healing process that our body needs to go through so that we can heal well. At the Birthmark Sisterhood, we are passionate about empowering women with the knowledge and the tools to be able to know what to do and what not to do, and to be able to rehab their body so that they can return full strength to doing the things that they love as soon as they are able to. And so part of that is that if you've had a Caesarean recently, or you are planning on having a Caesarean, I really want to encourage you to check out our online video program. It is a rehabilitation program. It starts from the moment the doctor says you can get out of bed. Yes, it's teaching you how to mobilize, why to mobilize. It teaches you how to get out of bed safely again, because you think of all these incisions and the less pressure we put on them, the more they're able to heal effectively earlier on. So we teach you how to get in and out of bed well. We talk about how to use your posture and alignment, what stretches to do, what movements are going to be able to help your body to move better, and start to gently strengthen your body. So we take you every step of the way. It's an 18-week long course, but it can be self-paced, so you can go slower if you need to. And it's going to lead you step by step to a healed, restored and strong body. Again, so you can get back to doing the things that you love. Because we don't want to be seeing Caesarean as something that limits us for the rest of our lives. It's a matter of honouring the healing process so we can get back into the life we love. So I hope today's session was helpful. I really would love to hear from you if you did find it helpful, if you have any further questions. There is so much to learn about Caesarean. I've been absolutely amazed over the last 8 years, the things that I've been able to discover and the research that is out there and the advancements that are being made to help us to be able to heal better, because there is a lot we can do to enhance our healing recovery. So have a great day, go gently, listen to your body, and I look forward to hearing from you. See you later.